Just now tuning in, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the bell. GMS fam, the green room. Let's talk about it. Hey, yo, GMS fam, the green room. Happy Friday. The weekend is here. Hey, man, I hope everybody's doing good, man. Everybody's in great health, keeping that peace, love, positive energy, passing it forward, hoping that you pass it along as well. GMS fam, the green room. Tap into that live chat. Let me know you are here. Shout out your city. Where are you tuning in from? I see you, GMS fam. Shout out Illmatic. Areas Baby G is in the building. Stiller Lee, Ronnie Forrest, George Smith, One Fast, Ara, King Lukey, Jan Wynn. What's going on, y'all, man? Go ahead and hit that like button on your way in. Share this live for those that want to tune in as well, man. Share it with your people. Do what you got to do, GMS fam. I see y'all. I see y'all. I see y'all. Now, you know, sometimes we got to start out the show with a little bit of unfortunate news when life goes on and when tragedy strikes. And today is one of those days, man. I want to send my condolences and my prayers to Gillie and his family. Gillie tragically lost his son last night. YNG Cheese, he was a rapper. Him and his other brother actually were rapping together. They called themselves Mac and Cheese. If you follow Gillie, you will see that those are two young guys. He was really promoting heavy and pushing out there and trying to help get their rap career started with the help of his success and the things that him and Wallow have been doing for $1 million worth of game. And it was just a beautiful thing to see because Gillie, being somebody who has grew up in a certain environment, knows what it's like being young and being impressionable and trying to find your way out here. And he knows the streets of Philly just as well as anybody else. So trying to keep your children on the right path and having them do what they supposed to do instead of what they not supposed to do is very hard as a parent. And this is not me saying that his son was out there doing something he had no business doing. I'm just saying that, being aware of that, he tried to keep his kids in line with trying to do something legit and more positive, rapping and being entertainers and shit like that. And unfortunately, last night his life was taken. So apparently, last night in Philly, there was something that happened around 8:30 p.m. An incident occurred where a gunman drew fire and shot 3 individuals, one that was taken to the hospital who was shot in the back, ended up being Gillie's son, and he was pronounced dead when he arrived at the hospital. Here's a little bit of a news clip from the incident as far as everything that they know so far in the incident. Listen.
8:30 last night, just right near the intersection of Masher Street and Nedrow Ave in Philadelphia's Olney section. And when police got there, they found 2 shooting victims about a block away from there. One man had been shot in the back and another man shot in the leg. Police took those 2 to Einstein Hospital, and they say a 3rd shooting victim showed up there on their own. The 25-year-old who was shot in the back was pronounced dead at 8:39 p.m. The other 2 victims, a 28-year-old and a 31-year-old, were both shot in the leg. They're both in stable condition, expected to be okay. Police are still trying to track down who shot these 3 men and why.
Now, I'm hoping that they get some type of evidence, some type of surveillance footage, Ring camera footage. I know a lot of people got them Ring cameras now. Yeah, just do what you got to do, police, and get the information you need, because this is unfortunate. Let me play another clip for y'all real quick.
Police have not confirmed the identity of the victim yet, but a source close to the family confirms with us a well-known Philly rapper lost his son last night. Tributes are pouring in for the 25-year-old known as YNG Cheese. Police say 1 man died and 2 others were hurt in the shooting on Masher Street in Olney. It happened before 8:30 last night. They say the victim was shot once in the back. NBC 10 has confirmed that victim is son of longtime Philly rapper GilliedaKing. His podcast co-host posted a tribute to Young Cheese on Instagram that now has nearly 73,000 likes. Fans say he was a promising young rapper looking to follow in his father's footsteps. So far, police have not released any victim description. They haven't made any arrests. Reporting from police headquarters.
Now, the post that she was referring to, of course, is from Wallow. Not just Gillie's podcast co-host, but his big cousin and somebody who is very instrumental in these people's lives, especially his nephews. And I know Wallow being somebody who wears his heart on his sleeve, I know this is another hard thing for him to go through. You know, if you know Wallow's story and you know him being incarcerated for a long time and knowing his story of him coming out and doing more positive things, it's moments like this that will usually draw people to do the negative things and go backwards to where they used to be in life. But I think Wallow is one of those people that is so hell-bent on trying to make a change that that's impossible for someone like him. But Wallow wrote on his Instagram, posted a picture of his nephew. He said, "Lil' cuz, usually when I talk to you, I got a lot to tell you. Tonight, the pain in my heart and tears spoke to you. I love you beyond life, Cheese. I got your father. Rest well." Now, like I said before, man, with all due respect and love and condolences and prayers to Gillie's family, it's very tragic. It's unfortunate. No parent deserves to bury their child. No father should go through this. No mother should go through this. No siblings, no cousins, anything like that. It's just a very sad thing to happen, and you know, it's very unfortunate. A lot of questions come up. You know, why be in a certain area, or why be around certain people? But you can't help the people you love and care for, man. Your close friends, your family, and things like that. You will hope that there was enough respect and love and humanity, just enough, not all, but just enough to not do something so heinous like this. But we also don't know the details behind it. There's still details that are coming from this story. Hopefully we can know what happened and why it happened and who did it. But one thing that, of course, the internet is good at doing is making conspiracies and driving people to believe a narrative that is nowhere near the realm of possibilities. And one thing that's going around right now, and I'm not going to stay too long on it, but I'm just going to mention a lot of you guys that's on the internet that believe in conspiracies and do that conspiracy theory shit, especially right after somebody passes away. You ain't shit. You really ain't shit. I could see if this person was doing some extra wild, weird, you know, satanic, maybe even shit, but a lot of the times y'all hear something on the internet and y'all run with it. Every time somebody passes that's either close to a celebrity or a family member of a celebrity, y'all go straight to the whole, well, he probably sacrificed them. And the whole sacrificial shit is dumb as hell, man. That shit's dumb as fuck. It's dumb as fuck. Cause y'all niggas family members be dying all the fucking time, and y'all be some weirdos, and don't nothing good happen for you. Don't nothing good happen to you motherfuckers at all. Y'all still stay in the same fucked up place in life. You know what I mean? So the whole conspiracy theories, the sacrifices, all that dumb shit that y'all niggas be talking about on the internet, kill that shit. That shit is dumb as fuck. One thing I do want to share, I'm not going to share no conspiracy theories, but this is a video that people had making his rounds because in typical Gillie fashion, you know, he comes up with these PSAs to really talk some sense into some people. And a lot of the times these things get heard or they either go over your head. And I know one thing, you know, in the past, you know, him talking to a few people, even, you know, with people like King Von or, you know, PNB Rock, those people that ended up getting killed and passed away, they get told certain things by the OGs and I don't think they even respect it enough to run with it or to even apply that to their lives. And even the guys that end up getting locked up, you know, even with the Young Thug situation, you know, Thug was on $1 million worth of game, and Wallow had a long conversation. He made sure he let them niggas know what they should be doing and what they shouldn't be doing, and shortly after that, the motherfuckers got indicted on the RICO. Here's Gillie talking about the streets in Philly and what Philly is looking like right now. This was right before his son passed away.
Philly, we looking real fucking sad out here, Philly. 8 shot out Southwest, 4 dead, 2 kids shot and somebody's grandmom. When the fuck kids and grandmoms been on the menu, man? When has grandmoms and kids been on the menu, man? It was a time you seen a you was beefing with it. You seen him with his kids, you gave him a pay. Ooh, you lucky you with your kids, bitch. Because you didn't even want that type of karma on you because the kids ain't had nothing to do with this shit. Now y'all can see a he riding down the street, he with his grandmom, his aunt. Y'all shoot the whole fucking car up, try to shoot fucking milk of magnesia out his fucking grandmom like she had something to do with that shit, man. And you is not even beefing over no fucking money. You mean to tell me you willing to go to jail, sit in jail for 1,000 years for shooting that you didn't even mean to shoot? And this shit ain't even about no money. Come on, man. We got to get back to the old Philly, man, where was into getting money, man. Was into getting bitches. Was into being fly. And didn't want no motherfucking trouble. We'll shoot you till you catch on fire, but we don't want no trouble. We trying to get money, man. We got to get back to that, man. You out here shooting about Instagram captions. You said you was going to spend. You ain't spend yet. All right, we spending the day. Man, y'all tripping out here, man. Keep kids and grandmoms off the fucking menu, man.
It's always moments like this, man, where you got to sit back and actually think to yourself, like, a lot of people are a lost cause, bro. And we speak about this often on this show about people being lost causes and the people we should be taking with us on the path to, you know, becoming better people or righteousness, whatever you want to call it. Anything towards becoming positive or becoming the people that we want to be and want the world to view us as. There's constantly individuals in our community that is stopping that progress. And there's no more room for trying to wait or trying to see if somebody could be on the same path or if they can change or if they can do better. No, they'll catch up with us when they want to. There's no need for us to move forward and turn around and hold our hands back to try to pull somebody up with us that ain't trying to. Once we see you trying to, once we actually see you making a change, i.e. somebody like a Wallow, or you know what I mean? Like when we see you actually putting in some work to make a difference and try to actually spread that type of positivity and spread the awareness of trying to become better people, then that's when we won't even have to put our hand back. You just march right on the line with us. Ain't no need to turn around, reach our hand back. When you start getting online and getting on pace with what the fuck we supposed to do, nigga, you can join the fucking line. There's enough of us where we won't be too far ahead. Come on, march with us. We ain't got to pull you up. We ain't got to tell you from what's right from wrong. We already know. It's 2023. We do not have the luxury or the patience to tell these niggas what's right from wrong. They know, which is why I'm making a conscious effort to not even give these niggas the light of day. I'm not with it. So it's just I can't stand behind it. I can't condone it. I'm not gonna act like it's part of the culture or part of who we are as a people. It's just a bunch of savages out here, man. And y'all gotta stay safe, man. Stay vigilant. Stay on the defense. Now, we gotta move forward because there's a lot to discuss in this situation. Dealing with Carlee Russell, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, last but not least, you know, prayers to Gillie. Rest in peace to his son, man. We sending our condolences and our prayers and our love out to his family. Now, my last show, man, Wednesday, we did a show talking about some other things, but as we were on live, I was notified by somebody in the chat that the Hoover Police Department out there, and where is Carlee Russell from, or where did this happen at? I forgot where it happened at. Somebody help me out. But the Hoover Police Department held a live press conference where they shared the details of the situation, including some of the things that they investigated and found out from Carlee's cell phone, which was probably the most baffling shit that you will hear. In that, you know, a lot of the conspiracies, I guess, were true. Excuse me, in the fact that she staged her own kidnapping, abduction, whatever you want to call it. She staged the whole thing. And I'll give you my opinion after you listen to this. Alabama, was it I don't know where it was, but wherever it was, she fucked up. Now, here is part of the press conference that got people talking, because this was the part of the press conference where they said they did an investigation on her cell phone and found out that some things were being searched that looked a little iffy in this situation. Check this out.
Detectives continue analyzing data from Carlee's cell phone that was left behind at the scene. We enlisted the help of the United States Secret Service in conducting this analysis. Part of what data includes several internet searches in the days leading up to her disappearance that I think are very relevant to this case. On July 11th at 7:30 a.m., the term, "Do you have to pay for an Amber Alert?" was searched. On July 13th at 1:03 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term, "How to take money from a register without being caught," was searched. On July 13th at 2:13 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term Birmingham bus station was searched. On July 13th, 2:35 a.m., a search for a one-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville was conducted with a departure date of July 13th. On July 13th at 12:10 p.m., a search for the movie Taken, a film about abduction, was conducted. There were two searches related to Amber Alerts on a computer at Carlee's place of employment, including one regarding the maximum age of an Amber Alert.
All signs pointing to somebody that's trying to fucking lie.
There were other searches on Carlee's phone that appeared to shed some light on her mindset, but out of respect for her privacy, we will not be releasing the content of those searches at this time.
They said that for a reason. They said that to let people know this bitch is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But we can't say that yet because we, out of respect for her family, want to keep that private.
We've asked to interview Carlee a second time, but have not been granted that request. As you can see, there are many questions left to be answered, but only Carlee can provide those answers.
Sheesh.
What we can say is that we've been unable to verify most of Carlee's initial statement made to investigators, and we have no reason to believe that there is a threat to the public safety related to this particular case. Thank you.
Hey, they said this is the new version of Juicy Smoulier. Hey man, that's funny as hell. Cause look, there's video, man. There's video. Somebody let me shout out to the detectives, the social media detectives who take video and have. Here's the thing too. We have access to so much shit. iPhones, smartphones, period. You get access to so many different things. There's so many tech wizards and people that know how to formulate certain things that these tools aren't just accessible to high profile people or investigators, lawmakers, whatever the fuck the case may be. The general public, if you have the bread to spend, can have access to certain things, and one of those things can be enhancements on the video. Now, this video right here may look a little different to you, huh? You've probably seen it before, but it's like, hold on, it's a little bit bright, isn't it? Yeah, it is, because somebody took the video surveillance of the highway that night that has been going viral, that people have been seeing, enhanced it to make it brighter so that you can see for yourself what happened that night. Let's watch it. Let's just watch it. You're going to see there's a car riding on the shoulder, blinking their lights. As you can see, if you can tell, the car that's on the shoulder, I'm assuming, is a Carlee Russell. While she was on the phone with, I believe, the police, was it? Or was it her friend? Whoever she was on the phone with said that she saw, oh yeah, the police. She saw a child walking on the shoulder. And, I mean, as you can see in this video, I don't think I see any children or any small child or any infant walking down the road. But let's see. Let's see. Also, it seems like there's a lot of people driving on this highway. Not one person called in to say that they saw a child walking on the shoulder of that highway. You see all these cars passing, right? Not one of these cars called in an incident to say that a child was walking down the side of the road. That was the initial statement by Miss Carlee Russell. Now, if you can see a little bit, it seems like somebody might be exiting the vehicle. As you can see. You know what would have been crazy? What if somebody actually saw this whole interaction happen? What if the people driving past was seeing Carlee on the phone flailing and doing all this extra shit trying to look like she was getting abducted? And both of them was like, what the fuck is going on here? I want to find that person. If there's a person that was on the highway that day that saw a woman on the side of the road flailing by herself, looking like she was dragging herself through the grass, please come forward and share your story. Because that, now talk about some shit going viral. Now, as you can see, I don't know if you guys can really tell that much, but clearly the car that Carlee was driving in was on the side of the road for a while. There were several cars that drove past. Not one phone call went in to authorities other than Carlee Russell that mentioned a child walking down the side of the road. Now, the rest of the story goes, somebody came out of the trees with orange hair with a bald spot. This bitch said 65-year-old Carrot Top jumped out the bushes and grabbed her to where she left her phone behind and her wig, of course. And then 48 hours later, she stumbled back home somehow by the grace of God. Now, with these new details that we have discovered by the Hoover Police Department, it is safe to say that this young woman lied about her experience. Now, the topic of mental health comes up because people in this day and age, of course, they don't want to shame those who go through mental health issues because a lot of people can't relate, don't know what it's like, or don't have the capacity to even understand mental health issues. But at the same time, it's not like she did anything like heinous. Like, and what I mean by that is like she didn't like harm anybody physically or harm herself physically. She just lied about something. And a lot of people lie about shit, especially when they scared. So that's why I'm not trying to just label her. I don't want to say she has mental health issues. I'm just going to say she was a dumbass who apparently thought that this wasn't going to blow up the way that it would. But in this day and age, man, you got to understand social media, you're always susceptible. Anybody anybody in this chat, anybody is susceptible to becoming famous or going viral for something. It don't matter what it is. It could be good or bad. It could be weird. It could be ugly. It don't matter. Every single one of y'all is susceptible to going viral or making your face famous when you do something out of the ordinary. So remember that when you make a decision. It doesn't matter who you are or if anybody knows you or the scale of it or who you know. You're always susceptible to being the person that gets their face on the Jumbotron when some fucked up shit happens. Now, I want to share something to y'all because the topic of conversation after this Carlee Russell information came out, of course, people have been going at the black community. They've been going in, you know, and black women have been making it a point to let people know that this shouldn't deter people from the actual black women that have gone missing, that have been abducted, that have been trafficked, who have literally gone through this shit. And it's people like Carlee Russell who set those women back further from even being thought about or being found or people actually going out and searching for them when they do fuck shit like this, which is another reason why she should be getting shamed. I don't care if anybody's talking about the mental health aspect. The things that you do will always affect people regardless of the scale. It just so happens that hers was on a major scale because it got national coverage. You have to think about these things, and not even just that of other people, but your family members, your mother, your father, your sisters, your brothers. The people that love you and care about you the most are going to probably be affected the most. You are going to sit there and feel like you're going through a lot because you're the subject of conversation, but you put yourself in this situation. Your family members didn't ask for this. So now they got to walk around being the people known as having the family member that lied about this shit. Oh, you Carlee Russell mama? You Carlee Russell daddy? Shit is fucked up. You putting your people through some stress and through some heartache, and over the fact that you apparently was just trying to got broken up with, or whatever the case may be, your ex-boyfriend, however you felt. Ridiculous. Now, one question that comes up is the Carlee Russell situation an indictment on black people? Is this an indictment on the black community? And I wanted to share this. Clarence Thomas, he went live on the Spaces on Twitter, and I want him to explain this, and I want y'all to let me know what y'all think about what he said. Listen.
Come on, Clarence Thomas's play nephew. You got the microphone in the space. 413-736.
Good morning, Bishop. Can you hear me well?
Good morning. Yes, sir.
Wonderful, wonderful. Just want to say good morning to you. But here's what I want to say to your title. Is what Carlee did an indictment on the black community in terms of black women shouldn't be believed anymore? No, I don't think so. Right? But as I listened to your conversation this morning, right, what it leads me to believe that it's an indictment on our inability to hold each other accountable, right? What Carlee did, what I haven't heard you talk about is how heinous and inexcusable, right, and just out of hand this scheme that Carlee did, right?
Oh, no. I did definitely say that what she did was completely reprehensible, and it was an insult to actually have.
Who picked her up? Nobody picked her up. Carlee walked herself back home. Carlee was walking home. Matter of fact, somebody, I don't know where the ring footage is. Maybe it'll come out. Maybe it won't. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe the Hoover PD will get it, or maybe the family that has the footage will just post it to the internet. But apparently there is ring footage of Carlee walking home, and then once she got closer to her house, she started running and sprinting and flailing and acting hysterical. So that and that is allegedly, but this is what we're hearing about the ring camera footage that was caught in the neighborhood of Carlee Russell's family. So just think about that as well.
Have missing loved ones, and it was an insult to those of us who took her seriously. And that I don't know. Who picked her up on the freeway? I have no idea. To be honest, I don't know. But as soon as we figure that out, we definitely gonna talk about that shit.
Because that person should go down too. They are an accessory to the fuckery.
More political capital on the line to vouch for.
No, you did say that. I did hear you say that, right? But I think we should stay there. We should stay there because what it should teach us is to make sure we are looking at the details and the information before we use our political capital in that way. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I saw it was BS from the beginning. Because it never made sense.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing with that. I don't disagree with you in other type of cases about waiting to see, whether it measures up. So in the case of like the Jussie Smollett, I would agree.
It was
with
BS
you.
from the beginning.
Let's see if that actually plays out. But in cases like you're talking about a potentially abducted person, because those first 48 hours are so critical, we can't wait 72 hours to see if it's legit before we call for somebody to do something. Because at that point, if it's a real abduction, then the trail may be cold and they may be lost forever.
Good point. Good point. Also, GMS fam, get your trees out, man. Get your trees out. It's the weekend. Enjoy yourself.
But that I agree with you, Bishop. That's true. But if that's the case, why don't we spend an hour this morning talking about how heinous and how awful and how criminal her actions were, instead of talking an hour about what white people said? Who cares what white people said? Doesn't matter. What we should do is hold Carlee accountable for this scheme that she came up with. And we still don't know why. And then guess what? And then she embarrassed her parents and put her parents on national TV, and they embarrassed themselves as well.
I have to wholeheartedly agree with that statement. Clarence Thomas made a great point. Who gives a fuck what white people are saying? When we give these, and I'm not putting a political party on it. Excuse me. These white supremacists, bigoted, we don't like black people in this country because we let Twitter tell us that they're all violent type of motherfuckers. Who gives a damn what they're saying on the internet? They don't change shit. I think the misconception is that what white people think is going to deter black people from succeeding. That's not happening no more. Nobody actually gives a fuck what white people think. Like I've stopped over the past year or so engaging with white people in a way where I'm letting them bother me. On the other end, it's like I'll respond to a few things or comment on a few things just to be logical or just to make somebody look stupid, or even just to call somebody out for saying some stupid shit. But I'm not about to let my emotions run wild. I'm not about to be bothered or let somebody fuck up my day who I know ain't shit. You know these motherfuckers ain't shit. And on top of that, it's people like Elon Musk on Twitter who enable these type of people because they think that black people are way too overly emotional to think logically. I'm telling y'all right now, if you see anything racist or anything bigoted or anything against anti-black anything on the internet, ignore it. Ignore it. Don't respond to it. Don't reply to it. Don't engage with it. Report the post and block the motherfucker. Their only fuel is when they get engagement from black people. Their only fuel. They do any and everything to try to get under black people's skin, and when it works, they feel accomplished. That's why motherfuckers like Jason Aldean is out here making a video still talking about riots and looting like it's still happening right now in 2023. Taking video clips from 2020, back when the George Floyd shit was going on, thinking that, oh, we try it in a small town. Fuck your small town, you weak bitches. Y'all niggas ain't tough at all. Niggas in small towns would get ran the fuck down. Y'all don't have the manpower or the gunpower. Y'all just like to act tough. Y'all put an American flag up and think that gives you some type of hidden strength You some bitches. A lot of you, a lot of you. So we don't need to engage in that. We don't need to. If we focus on the problems at hand, if we focus on our own community, if we focus on our own culture, call the things out that we do. Don't pay attention to what these niggas saying. Don't pay attention to what these white people saying or trying to deter us from. Pay attention to our own shit. This is another thing that other races, other ethnicities have been doing for decades, is only focusing on themselves, which is why we look at them and be like, all these motherfuckers be, these groups over here, the Asians or these white people over here, or these motherfuckers over here be thriving. And we still worried about it's not about forgetting about racism. It's not like you should put it to the side or you should just totally disregard it. But we need to refocus and get our mind right and be able to make sound, logical decisions amongst ourselves in our own community, pushing ourselves forward, taking or holding people accountable when they fuck up. You know what I'm saying? So that's my piece on that right there. But I do have one more that I need y'all to see. And of course, it has to be a Mr. Ryan Davis, because he does an incredible job at ethering people. And his most recent video targeting the Carlee Russell situation is no different. Listen to this.
That's probably my biggest question of this whole thing. Like, shorty, why you leave your wig in the street? Like, I don't care nothing about the fake abduction. I'm telling you, that's not really news to me. Ever since the 16-year-old in the Bronx with the Jerry curl faked her own abduction and had her own mother assaulted in the process, this don't top that. I'm sorry, this still don't top that. The wig being in the street, though, that's something to me. Why is your wig in the street? Why are you on the phone with somebody pretending you're being abducted and then studying the movie Taken to do it? Like in the movie Taken, the girl is under the bed, she gets pulled out. Her dad asked her to scream out details of the person. Was that the plan you were going to do? You said the person had orange hair, not a redhead. He had orange hair with a bald spot, and he forced you to eat Cheez-Its and painted your nails. So is that what you would yell? Do y'all understand the effort it takes to sound like somebody's kidnapping you while you're not being kidnapped, and then have the nerve to shout out details that don't exist? Peep this, okay.
This is what niggas was seeing on the side of the road where they was driving past Carlee Russell on the phone, acting like she was getting abducted by an orange-haired ball spot motherfucker.
Oh, I'm trying to help this kid. Kid, are you okay? Are you okay? Unhand me.
Unhand me.
Oh, orange hair. Cheez-Its. Nail polish. Why was your wig in the street? What? I don't understand. And I'm mad at the family.
Why was your wig in the street?
Because y'all posted these pictures everywhere and told us that this is who we were supposed to be looking for. But Shorty Wig was in the street. So this is who we were looking for. We were not looking for somebody with a luxurious hairstyle. I would have walked past this woman 1,000,000 times. I wouldn't have known this was her. I would have never known this was her. Why'd y'all show me that picture? I'm mad at everybody.
Hey, man. Why was your wig in the street? Why was your wig in the street? Crazy, man. Crazy. This whole situation is out of control. I doubt that Carlee is going to give the detectives a second interview, which will ultimately probably lead them to try to find a way to charge her for making a false statement or whatever, false police report, whatever the case may be. But the thing about it is, she's probably one of those people that thinks that just because they can do this doesn't mean she can't stick to her story. But good job trying to stick to your story when people are going to try to actively investigate your story. You're probably best off just telling people that you had a mental breakdown, They probably won't even give you jail time. They'll just say she was mentally not there. And given the severity of the situation, I mean, 48 hours of police work, y'all motherfuckers spend way more money doing bullshit on the police force than y'all actually do spending money to actually fight crimes and shit. Y'all waste millions of dollars on bullshit, millions of dollars on resources, just to do fuckery on the police force. So I don't care about the time that was spent on this. All I know is that it's going to be very hard for her to maintain this lie. She's better off coming off telling the truth. Better off telling the truth. Better off living your truth. Do your thing. I don't wish harm or nothing like that on Carlee. As a matter of fact, I hope she gets her mental right. I hope she actually comes out and apologizes, especially to black women. She owes a huge apology to black women. She had a lot of black women out here looking crazy, going out here in the name of this motherfucker who lied about the shit she went through. You know what I'm saying? Other black women that have been abducted and been found heard about this story like, oh my God, I wish she can be found. And when they found out that she was alive, they all got joyful and cheerful and glad and happy, only to find out that she lied about the whole story. Like, imagine that shit. So, also, speaking of apologies, y'all know Kev on stage, right? Kev on stage is a comedian that actually I first found out about through YouTube and also through Roast Me's and All Def Digital. But he has been really killing it on social media lately, doing this thing, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it always seems like when somebody is super popular that the people in the past that may feel slighted or may feel like something happened that they felt was disrespectful tend to come out of the woodwork and try to label you or make or start a narrative about you that you know clearly isn't conducive to who you are today. We've seen it happen millions of times already. I'm exaggerating with millions, but you understand what I mean. We've seen it happen over and over again. Somebody will be in a position of power or somebody will become famous. Next thing you know, a story comes out about how they were a shitty person to somebody or may have said something disrespectful to somebody, and now the person feels some type of way. What I'm talking about is a Mrs. Midnight Persona. I don't know who this person is, but apparently Midnight Persona is a YouTube personality. She's somebody who is on social media who has gone viral. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what the fuck she does. I just first heard about her now when she pulled this story up. But because Kev is who he is and people really enjoy his content, of course, they latched on to the moment where he could be put out on blast for being a horrible person. And what this woman did was she posted this video of a screenshot of a video that Kev made making fun of her. And she goes, "Today, I was reminded how years ago, a black man made fun of me on his very popular YouTube channel for cosplaying Chun-Li, putting me in his funny video reel, dubbing me Chunk-Li, and caused me to never want to cosplay again." Now, this tweet has gotten about 10,000 likes and a bunch of quotes and retweets. 2.5 million times this has been viewed. And of course, it's going to get a response from the person in question because they're clearly not this type of person or somebody who wants to cause harm to somebody or disrespect somebody or be foul to somebody. So Kev had to respond to this lady. And he went on to say, "I apologize to Midnight Persona," and she accepted it with a couple lengthy tweets. I'm going to read them right here. He said, "Hello, Midnight Persona. I saw your post on Twitter, and I would like to personally apologize for making that video. It's embarrassing to see that to see what I thought passed for being funny back then. So I can only imagine how those hurtful words landed on you then. I hate your description of me as a bully, idiot, and troll is absolutely correct. Thankfully, I am not the same person now, but I want to apologize for who I was. I was making 3 to 4 videos a day trying to build my following and wasn't thinking of the actual people who could have been hurt by my words. I have since, let me go forward. I have since learned more about fat phobia, misogynoir, intersectionality, and being anti-black. I have matured in many of those aspects, which much more to learn, but that doesn't negate how that video made you feel, and for that, I am truly sorry. I am happy that in spite of my video and hurtful words, you have continued to build your platform and have found success. I sincerely apologize again and hope you can accept my apology. He also went on to elaborate and say, I also want to add that if you're a fan of mine, you don't need to defend me because I was wrong. The whole point of aging is to grow and learn and be better. Obviously, I wouldn't make that video today, but I needed to apologize for the person who made that video then. I've learned a lot in the 10 years since this video. I learned a lot more and I'll learn a lot more in the next 10 years. I want to be better for black women, and part of that accepting and taking accountability for when I did them harm. So yeah, Kev on stage had to apologize to this woman who for some reason decided that she wanted to remind people that she was reminded of a video that made her stop cosplaying, but clearly you found a lane to continue to succeed because what he said on the internet didn't actually stop you from succeeding. It just hurt your feelings. I don't agree with this method of how people do this type of thing. Because when you put yourself out there, first of all, you're dressed as Chun-Li doing whatever it was you were doing on YouTube, doing high kicks. Did you not want people to laugh? Did you not want people to find it entertaining? Did you not put yourself out there on the internet for people to make judgment of what you're doing, whether it be positive or negative? Out of all people you wanted to display, it had to be Kev on stage. It's usually the guys that have the image of being the good person or has some type of positive outlook on their image that certain people pop up out the woodworks and decide, hey, let me tarnish this. And some people try to mask it behind, oh, this is something that's been bothering me for years. It wouldn't have bothered you if that video didn't go viral. That's the thing. When things go viral and it becomes popular and a lot of people see it, then it becomes a problem. Kev could have been the guy that said all this shit about you and the video could have got 100 views and it wouldn't have paid you no motherfucking mind. You wouldn't have gave a shit, because I'm sure Kev on stage isn't the only person that has roasted you or said something foul about you, probably said even worse. But because of who it is, now all of a sudden we have to put on blast that you were reminded that a black man, first of all, quit acting like you didn't know it was Kev on stage. She tried to act like it wasn't, that she didn't know it was him. She tried to act like it wasn't, you know, I did this because of how I felt. No, you did it because of social media and you are looking for a reaction. You are looking for attention. These people aren't pulling the wool over my eyes no more. And it's all in the wording. Pay attention to the wording. Today I was reminded how years ago a black man made fun of me on his very popular YouTube channel. First of all, a black man, you put that in perspective like you're not black yourself. You said that like you was a white lady. You set this tweet up for racist white people to bash this black man who is successful and obviously not out here bullying motherfuckers. It makes content talking about several people. A black man, very, very, very weird choice of words to use when this person is a public figure and you know exactly who they are. So you're telling yourself you were reminded, right? Here you are posting a screenshot of the video that says Chunk Lee. You didn't know who posted the video? It was just a random black man? You posted a screenshot of the person and the video that was taken. You could have said Kev on stage. You said a black man. You really set this up for a motherfucker to be put out there in a negative light. So therefore, I don't have no sympathy. I don't have no, oh, I feel bad. Fuck that. How did you get your leg to go that high? That was a question that Kev asked in that video. How the fuck did she even do that? Was that CGI'd? How did she kick like that? I don't know, man. I don't know. I have a hard time finding compassion for the attention seekers out here. Speaking of attention seekers out here, we got to talk about this real quick. Kodak Black. So Kodak and 6ix9ine were posted up together last night. There was a video that posted with 6ix9ine and this nigga Kodak. They're about to drop a new song today. I have not heard the song. I don't know if it's dropped yet, but all I know is that it made a lot of street niggas feel a certain type of way. Thank God that I don't consider myself a street nigga, because none of this shit bothers me, and I would be damned if I let some shit that's this stupid bother me and bring me out of my comfort zone and have me mad when it doesn't affect me at all. But 6ix9ine and Kodak collabed, and of course it got people angry, and one of those people specifically was Boosie Badass, who reacted to this situation. Listen here.
That nigga Yak fucked me up. I wonder how all them Zoes feel, dog. I know them Zoes fucked up right now. I know the state of Florida fucked up right now. This nigga ain't got no morals, don't got no principles. Damn. Thought that little nigga would like that, bro. That nigga ain't no street nigga at all. Damn. Fuck me up.
There's more. There's more.
Blame the streets, bro. Cause that nigga Kodak stand up for the streets, bro, you know. A lot of street niggas look up to that nigga, bro. I blame the streets, bro. If the streets fuck with that nigga, music again, I blame the streets, bro. If Florida fuck with that nigga, I blame the streets, bro. I was a Kodak fan, bro, you know. That nigga fucked me up, bro. You ain't got no principles, man. You ain't got... If any city fuck with you on the street, niggas fuck with you, all them niggas who look up to you in the streets, who really in the streets, putting it down on niggas and listening to your music, letting you guide them through their struggle. If them niggas fuck with you again, you gotta blame the streets, bro. Like,
what is that gonna do? We put so much on the streets. Like, we put so much trust and so much. Why is there so much weight to that shit? Like, why do we care so much? Why do niggas like this care so much? That shows you, and I love Boosie as much as the next person, but it shows you how corrupted a lot of niggas' minds are who grew up in the streets. And this ain't me slighting nobody or any disrespect at all. It's just the truth. Your mind is corrupted. You put too much weight and too much trust and too much belief in the streets when continuously, I mean, it never ceased to fail that the streets will prove that there is no loyalty, no respect, no honor, no anything. It is a death trap. It is nothing but a death trap. It is the same revolving door that it has been for decades. And somehow, some way, niggas still get convinced in their mind that things are more prominent or more respectable or more valid than they are. And I'm not one of those people that are trying to say that the streets haven't taught people certain things or the streets haven't helped people in certain ways as far as, you know, having street knowledge or, you know, becoming a hustler in a way where now you understand money, you understand business, and now you can actually put something legitimate together and know what you're doing. Those are minuscule on a scale of how fucked up street life or street rules are. These niggas are entertainers. They're rappers. Whether they come from the hood or whatever street life they came from, they are experiencing something new. a lot of people don't understand when you grow up in the hood, or if that's the place where you be at your whole life, that's all you fucking know. You don't know anything else, especially when you don't travel. You ain't got the money to travel. Once these niggas in the hood get a contract, or once they get money and they start experiencing new life, moving around the country, going overseas, being able to take care of themselves financially and their families, they see things different. They move different. They don't have the same mind. I mean, hopefully I would think that's what's happening. I know a lot of niggas like to, and that's the thing. You can think about the guys that try to hold on to the street rules once they get rich and once they get famous, but a lot of those guys do it because of the simple fact that they're just trying to impress the niggas back where they lived. You can tell that they think differently and that they see things differently because they start dressing differently. They start moving, they start doing songs with motherfuckers they never expected. These motherfuckers start to travel and they see the world and be like, why the fuck did I minimize myself to street life? But see, that's where the confusion comes in, because once they're thinking that, the niggas that they surrounded with, the ones that came from the same place that don't got what they got, try to keep them niggas in the same place, in that same mindset. So now they fighting battles, internal battles with themselves. They want to change. They want to do different things. They experience in the world. They realize the world is bigger than that small little block that they came from. But the niggas that they with that want them to still hold on to this persona, or still hold on to the fact that they a street nigga, keep holding them to this standard that it only bring them down. I don't know. I don't mean to preach, but I'm just trying to I'm trying to bring common sense to this shit. And I don't like backing I don't like backing the mindset of confused niggas. I don't like doing that. Speaking of confused niggas, here's Whack 100 talking about the situation, because Whack 100 is one of those guys that one day he'll be on Clubhouse screaming at a snitch and calling him all types of shit and disrespecting them and calling them out. And then the next, he's justifying the fact that he's working with one. Listen to this.
Hey, yo, listen, I see the cat is out the bag. You know, you got the 6ix9ine Kodak joint dropping today. 6ix9ine ain't gonna give a motherfucker explanation, and Yak don't owe a nigga an explanation. I let the world know that I'm doing business with 6ix9ine. And when I do business with a person, I do business. He had a request, and you know, I did what I do. I went out there and fulfilled the request. I made sure both parties was well taken care of. Shout out to Fume Vapes, my business partner in this situation. Shout out to 10K for distributing the situation. Shout out to Atlantic Records for clearing the situation. And y'all stay tuned. Pay attention. Fume, appreciate it. First time I seen a motherfucking check with that many zeros. Yeah.
They do it for the money. See, Wack is one of those people that is playing with the hood's heartstrings. He knows how people look at the streets and certain individuals out there who look at things a certain way. He plays to that tune because it's making him money and it's keeping him relevant. That's why he can go on Clubhouse one day and call out snitches and call out paperwork, and then on the other hand, do business with a snitch and accept money and do all this extra shit with a snitch and not give a fuck and have an excuse for it. And to be honest, I don't blame him, because he's probably one of those guys that figured out, hey, if these niggas is dumb enough to continue to pay attention to the shit I'm saying, why not keep doing it? You know what I'm saying? Why not keep the fucking train going? Now, I don't know. Wack is a weird individual. I'm not a fan, but I just know he's very contradicting, and I know that he always stays in something, in somebody's business, in somebody's conversation, and it never ceased to amaze me how this nigga just moves. He just is He's a pure businessman, but hanging on to that street shit is what's really keeping his name buzzing every single week. And niggas allow it. Clubhouse is his playground. And niggas love that shit. It's just how the game goes these days. People love the bullshit. But on a happy note, I know y'all done seen this shit. $1 billion jackpot was claimed yesterday. This is the alleged winner of the $1 billion jackpot. Watch this.
You are? What's your name? What's your name? I just wanted to talk to him, please. Hey, wait. Can we talk to you for just a second? Hey, wait a second. Hang on.
Honey, I can't. I'm scared.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Damn. Are you sure? Listen how stupid that guy sounded. Are you sure?
Wait. Can we talk to you for just a second? Hey, wait a second. Hang on.
Honey, I can't. I'm scared.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Get a bodyguard. Get a bodyguard. Go.
Yeah,
Get a bodyguard.
We think this is a person.
Go, Queen, go. Hey, high key. The motherfucker screaming, get a bodyguard, want a check. They want some bread. They trying to be in good graces. Get a bodyguard. Run, Queen. Get a bodyguard. Get a bodyguard. Niggas screaming, get a bodyguard. Like them niggas just be chilling on the side of the road, just waiting for somebody to, oh, you need a bodyguard? You need a bodyguard? He's a bodyguard. I'm a bodyguard. You need a bodyguard? Anybody need a bodyguard on the street? I'm here. Get a bodyguard. What the fuck you screaming that shit for, man? They chased this poor woman all the way down the block. Now, here's the thing. Yes, she won $1 billion out the jackpot. Cash option is, I believe, $565 million. Insane. I can't even, I mean, her reaction, I could tell, because I know there's some people out there like, oh, this isn't her, this is fake, she didn't win. Man, if that reaction don't tell you something, because motherfuckers, they don't know how they gonna react until they actually do win some shit like that. You find out you won $1 billion on a lottery ticket, your entire, I'm talking about not just you, but everybody around you, life has changed, depending on what you do. I'm one of those people that, if it was me in this situation, if I won a jackpot for that much money, it's not just me, it's everybody around me, life finna change. Everybody around me. I'm not a selfish nigga. Everybody life finna change. But I'm not finna take them random phone calls or those random messages asking for help and all that other random shit. Nah, man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm gonna help where I can as far as, like, you know, people that need it, but don't just hit me like, hey, look, man, I'm trying to start this business. I'm trying to start this. And if you ain't really got an emotion already, then I'm sorry. I can't, ain't nothing this money gonna do for you. But make you look like you got it. And I hope people don't harass this woman now that her face is out here. You know how the media be. The media, they made sure to get her face. First of all, shout out to her hat. Shout out to her hat. I knew by reading her hat that she was one of those people that probably spoke this into existence. She prayed for this shit. She sat down and meditated. Excuse me. Shout out to her, man. I appreciate her for getting the fuck out of Dodge when she did. And also, you know, this ain't nothing small, man. $500 million won off a lottery ticket, man. That shit's crazy. What would y'all do, man? That's the question I want to leave y'all with as we move on, man. What would y'all do if you won this lottery, this jackpot that this woman won here? What would you do with $500 million? Let me know in the comment section below, man. Hey, yo, GMS fam, the Green Room. It's been a dope show today. Once again, sending condolences and prayers out to Gillie and his family, man. Rest in peace, YNG Cheese. All his loved ones, man. We salute y'all. We got y'all in our prayers. Shout out to the GMS fam, the Green Room. Hey, GMS fam, the green room. One thing before y'all go, man. Like I always say, hit that like button on the way out. Follow me on my socials. I'll follow everybody back. Hey, YouTube has been trying to destroy the GMS show monetarily. They want to stop monetization, but we ain't gonna let that happen. GMS fam, the green room. I am asking y'all, if y'all can, if y'all want to help out the GMS show, if y'all want to see this channel continue to thrive and see us excel and improve, help us out here on this Cash App right here. You see below, the name is right here, man. One of the homies put the Cash App in the chat below, man. If you can help out the GMS show and want to help donate and want to help just the overall channel, man, do what you do, man. And other than that, I appreciate everybody that supports. I appreciate everybody that shares. Hit the like button, participate in the live chat. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all and got so much love for y'all, my GMS fam. Shout out to Teodora NYC. Shout out to the Golden Hour, Golden Radio Hour. Shout out to you, Wonder Man. That's my guy. Ain't seen you in a minute. Samajin is in the building. Toke Champs, JR Miller, King Lukey, Big Dave, Knockout Noda, my guy Zen Master, Big Who is in the building. George Smith is in the building. I see y'all, man. Sunny Darko, Spit Fire 365, I see you. El Crablos. Hey, man. Let's get it going. Yeah, you right. You right. We finna switch it up. We finna switch up platforms for sure. Big Dave, you already know what's going on. We definitely finna make the move. We gonna gradually go, but we gonna get there. So stick with me, man. If you fuck with the GMS show and you fuck with this platform, man, when we make that jump, when we make that leap to go to the other side, I wanna see y'all over there as well, man. GMS fam, the green room, it's been real. I'm gonna see y'all later. Good night.